好了，各位，我们今天继续回到我们的吸血鬼游戏。我看一下啊，这个7月22，对。我记得我们已经进入那个市政府要解开那个谜题了，所以这一集会很长，大概吧。对，我们现在已经在市政厅了。那我记得上次我们解开这个画的谜。
I'm not going anywhere before I find out where Kolya is.
对。
Savelli's scales. Wonder what he needs them for.
调查天平。
I can't move them. The scales are built into the table. They must be a part of some mechanism.
好，我看一下这是什么。
This is to commemorate Savelli's first day in office. It must have been around the same time I was turned into a vampire. Time flies.
这是什么？
Savelli doesn't seem like the kind of man who would drink at work, yet these shot glasses are always here. Strange. Why don't I borrow them for a spell?
在市政厅在我的办公桌发现的小雪杯，是张小雨。
The door must be behind this, but there's no way I'll be able to move it by myself. There must be another way.
天平呢？该不会天平是装置吧？
Savelli's scales. Wonder what he needs them for.
哦，调查天平。对，它不能动。我看一下哦，放左边。
Let's see.
然后放右边。开。
Something clicked. That must have been part of the puzzle. Stability. Huh. Clever. The door must be behind this, but there's no way There must be another way.
我看一下我身上有什么物品啊？我找到了，我觉得夫人拿着。
There must have been a reason why the Countess was holding this, right? Wait, there are some odd markings in here.
第一步，深渊在我，遗宝。第一章，幸福的家庭相似，不幸的家庭不同。奥勒普西瓦斯混乱四起，许多事往断逃。妻子发觉丈夫与原先霸气家庭交是在妻子里有暧昧关系，便向丈夫声明他不能和这个人生活在一起。这种局面持续3天，不仅夫妻2人，而且一家老少个个都觉得很痛苦。大家都觉得这两个人生活一起没有意义，就算是哪家客店萍水相逢的旅客吧，他们关系也比这对夫妻要融洽的更可。妻子一直关在自己的房间，丈夫离家也有3天，2人的孩子像疯魔的小鬼一样在到处乱跑。奥普隆西第一家的英籍女教师已经关在家讨论，血清请朋友代替他工作。厨子昨天午餐时走掉，苏联和车夫也要求拿到最后一笔薪水。好吧，我看不懂。
The hints from Anna Karenina must be leading to this. Some of these books are decoys. Which books should I pull? And in what order?
看一下，完全看不懂啊！一个一个放，我一个一个放。我要再看一次啊！他不让我看，不对，这样绝对不对。
No.
看一下啊。
There must. Wait.
这是多余的客店，2人的孩子像。我不懂哎，这是然后多2人普希金一鬼，然后魔不是的，看一下。上点性多余的当代英雄。好了，各位，我通常不会那么做，可是我刚刚上网去 Google 一下。
Which books?
我刚 刚上网 Google 了一下那个，不然我真的一个字都看不懂啊。我刚刚上网跑去查攻略了，通常我不会那么做啊，可是我真的看不懂。我记得我第一次自己私底下玩的时候，我就看不懂。可能英文版原文版有那个吧，感觉他翻译还有在加强。
I'm guessing this isn't where he keeps his winter clothes. Let's see where it takes me. If someone told me about this, I would have called them a liar. Goodness. No matter. No way but forward.
冲啊！这是我变蝙蝠了。
How deep does this rabbit hole go?
是谁啊？
What fresh hell is all this? Why is there a hidden prison underneath the town hall? This must have been what the construction bills were for.
Hello.
Hello? What did they put you in here for?
Shh, don't hear us. Go away, we don't want any trouble.
吉米杨子在这。
How are you holding up, lazy
我看
bastards?
了。
Don't mind me, folks.
Oh,
Keep to your
easy.
business. Ha!
他要走去哪？我要看他会不会离开。没事，他离开了。
Demian? Are you alright? Why are you here?
I wish I knew. They raided our village the other night.
怎么回事？阿洛西亚。
Can you tell me more about what happened?
They grabbed some of us from our homes, put us in shackles, and brought us down here one by one. Kept calling us parasites. Bastards. If they didn't put those chains on me.
Did they take Marusa too?
That's the thing. They only wanted a handful of people. They knew where we lived and called us by name. Marusa wasn't on the list.
寄生虫。
Parasites. Just like on the list I found in the safe. Do you think it's possible they targeted the unemployed in your village?
Now that I think about it, all of us here haven't worked the fields in a little while. Could it be... Is that why they locked us up?
I'm not sure yet. Let me investigate a little more.
Lisa, be careful there, please. I saw some people taken there. Nobody came back yet.
Thank you.
哦，是嘛啊？哦天哪！
Oh my god! Kolya? Kolya? Kolya, can you hear me?
Lisa? What are you doing here? How did you find me?
It doesn't matter. I came to rescue you.
他对你做什么？检查伤口，这个。
What did they do to you?
Nothing they didn't do to the others. But my old wound from the rally never quite seemed to heal.
Let me take a look. The wound is terribly infected. He must have sepsis. He won't last through the night.
That bad, huh? At least they didn't throw me to the lower level. Whatever it is they do down there, I never want to know. I think they treat me better than some since you gave them some coin back then. Thank you.
Don't even mention it. Those greedy bastards. At this stage, and in this place, there's only one way I can save him. For that, he must drink some of my blood. But will he even agree to it? Do I even want this life for him?
把颗粒亚变成细细，不管颗粒亚，这个。
Dr. Volkov once explained to me how to turn people. Kolya, listen to me carefully. You're in bad shape, but I know a way to save you. I know this is going to sound insane, but you'll need to drink some of my blood. Before I do, you need to know. This will turn you into a vampire. just like me, and you will never be able to go back to your old life.
Me? A vampire? Your adventures have certainly taken you to some wild places. But Lisa, you're the same as ever, always trying to make sure I come out all right on the other side. I'll do whatever you ask of me. I trust you, Lisa.
这对我很重要，一点点这个。
That means everything. All right. I'll have to bite you, then feed you some of my blood. But first, I'll do something to help make the pain go away. Ready?
Ready.
Hush now, the sun's gone to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awaken the darkness, and the light will await you and me. Await you and me. He's in a trance. I should perform the ritual, or he will be gone forever. He should be safe for now. At least as much as it's possible under the circumstances. I can't stop now. I need to understand what's going on.
新目标释放克里亚，他都昏倒了，我是要怎么放他？这里到底有几层啊？
No! I don't want to go! Where are you taking me?
You'll just have to see for yourself.
Please! Let me go!
Sorry, pal. It's not up to me. I don't make the decisions.
Not up to me. Please, I'm begging you. Let her stay.
I'm sorry, Mom. It's not up to me. I'm just doing my job. Come on, Miss Morozova. Let's hurry this up. Country's orders.
Let go! Let go of me! She will get better, I promise. She knows all the treatments. She's a doctor herself.
Right. Well then, she can cure herself where she's going.
Alexei, do something.
What's going on here?
Come on, let's head out.
这女主角的回忆耶，所以她是生病了，所以被带走。
Gosha? Are you all right? What happened?
Lisa, I can't believe it's really you. Listen, what happens in here? It isn't meant for human beings.
How did they find you? Yvonne said he saw you recently. That you two got into a fight or something?
We did. He didn't seem to care about all those people who we lost the other day. It made me question if he was the right person to lead. And I was stupid enough to tell him that.
Are you saying?
That's right. The police were still looking for me after the riot, and that smug bastard turned me in.
我并不意外，真不敢相信，真不敢相信。
I can't believe he was capable of doing something like that.
It's my fault for believing in him in the first place. There were so many red flags. I should have known.
这不是你的错，一点点，这不是你的错。
Don't blame yourself, Gosha. You only wanted what's best for the people. That son of a bitch is to blame for all that.
On the bright side, at least I know where everybody is now. Or at least was. Silver linings, huh?
我会帮你的，再见，我会帮你。
Just stay put. I'll try to get you out of here.
Thank you. Just be careful. These people, they aren't joking around here. If you don't make it back here for us, I'm not going to blame you.
这个黑黑的是谁？黑黑的没人，好，赶快往下走。
That snake. It's the same symbol as on those documents.
My God! The
stench. I'd be sick right now if it was biologically possible. I've never seen anything like this. Is that... They skinned them? Why the hell would someone do this? I need to get out of this room right now. Oh, such rancid blood. Not even the worst of us would dare try to consume this.
赶快走，赶快走，赶快走！你不骗我狗？这现在是怎么回事？我真的。
What the? This place. This monstrous place. It's so familiar. No. So similar. Similar to that room from before. I don't feel so good.
This is where we keep them, Doctor. Are you sure you want to proceed? Goes without saying, but it isn't safe.
Quite sure, my boy. They are still people. They deserve some compassion.
Of course. Well, if you don't mind,
Yes. I'll take it from here.
Thank you. Good luck.
Goodness. My name is Dr. Volkov. I am volunteering here for the next few days. Is anyone up and ready for an examination?
Doctor, over here.
哎，这是丽莎号。
Evening, young lady. When was your last checkup?
It's not for me. The woman on the next cot. She doesn't speak the language.
You sure are burning up yourself.
Nothing to do about that. Not anymore.
And what makes you think so?
Cholera wasn't treated in time. Kidneys are now affected, so the truth is, in a place like this, I'm afraid I don't have long. But she still has a chance, though, if you act quickly.
Is that so? How do you figure?
She has dysentery and needs intravenous therapy right away. We haven't had a doctor here in days. I tried to tell the nurses, but no one will touch us. There's not much time left, Doctor. Just see for yourself.
Let me take a look.
隔壁窗就是这个哦。
Let's see. She's certainly malnourished. High fever. Now, where is...
There's no chart. They don't bother to keep records for us here. But she's often nauseated, and there's blood in her liquids.
I see. In that case, I believe you're absolutely right. We shouldn't lose any time. Nurse, prepare an intravenous drip right away. Please and thank you. Excuse me, miss... Sorry, what was your name again?
Lisa. Morozova. How is she?
Well, the patient is still resting, but I think it's fair to say she'll be all right.
Good.
Where did you learn all this, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a doctor as well. Just graduated from the medical academy.
That's quite impressive.
Thanks. All the good it did me. You're that traveling doctor people in town were talking about, aren't you?
I suppose I am. Listen, Miss Morozova, how would you like to be my assistant? It happens so that I just got an opening at my practice, and I'd hate for this kind of talent to go to waste.
Oh, doctor. Why would you tease me about something like that now? You and I both know I'm not getting out of here alive. In a different life, perhaps?
Perhaps it could be.
今天来先定义词比较是位置，我看一下。隔离病院，还有这个安娜列夫托西瓦安娜卡利，讲述主人公安娜卡利史宾莫斯伯爵的恋情。小说充满对信仰、家庭和社会的思考，被认为是中天小说的同一隔离病院。传染病患者可能会被隔离病院强制收容。隔离病院通常条件恶劣，过度拥入没有患者希望，许多人是被送进去，在隔离中等死。我讲那么快，是因为那个声音害我好紧张。
So that's how it happened. Dr. Volkov must have also been the one who brought my things from home, too. No time for any of this. I need to press on.
吓死！哦天啊，我的小心脏要挂了。
I need to find a way to get inside.
是人类隐私。等等，我刚冲过去，我应该顺便 A 他的钥匙。好，我先窝在这休息一下。然后好了，我冲，赶快冲，不要浪费时间了。逆杀成功，塔解守卫，好棒！赶快走！
This is it. Time to face the truth.
我的画面在晃耶。
What did I say? What did I just say, Tamara? That's right. I said not to disturb me during my peak productive hours. The decrees won't publish themselves. Besides, Why, you aren't Tamara at all, are you? I suppose a welcome is in order. What brings you here, my dear?
What in God's name is happening here?
I beg your pardon? Oh, of course. You must mean my blood export system. I can see how it may appear a little jarring to an unprepared visitor.
有一点。
A little jarring. People are being tortured and killed right outside this very door.
See, I wish more people expressed genuine curiosity before casting judgment. Isn't that what science is all about?
这不是科学。
This isn't science. It's a bloodbath designed by a madman.
Lisa, I thought of you as a much more rational person, a contributor to society. As you know, I care deeply about my fellow man, my neighbors, those working so hard just to get by. During my early years in government, oh Lord, this takes me back. One of my responsibilities was to pay visits to officials in different provinces. I met people from all around the country, from all kinds of backgrounds and all sorts of trades. It didn't take me even 2 months to realize that everything was rotten, inside and out, chaotic, in complete disarray. Every little town was exactly the same. Hospitals shamefully understaffed, roads ridden with potholes, good people suffering in poverty and drowning in drink, and no one did anything about it. No one even cared. They were too busy lining their own pockets. Police and most of my colleagues, all corrupt to the bone. Bureaucracy stopping any feeble attempts to take action. It made me boil with anger, Lisa. Livid. I swore to myself that once I rose up, I would get rid of the chaos that is our country. That I would turn it around. Help my good fellow citizens. Design a system.
什么体系？你愿意成功？点点。
And what system would that be?
Since I've become mayor, the town has improved, wouldn't you say? In only a few months, local businesses have received loans, roads have been fixed, willing people have jobs.
有意愿的人，但代价是有意愿的人。
Willing people?
That's right. Honest, hard-working people. And that's exactly where the system comes in. You're a smart young lady. You must understand that money doesn't come out of nowhere. Say, a building needs to be fixed. You need to take the money out of the town's budget. But it's all been squandered or stolen by your predecessors. Ultimately, nothing gets done. Frustrating, isn't it? But what if there was a whole demographic of consumers in constant need of expensive liquid product?
Cabernet.
Exactly. I learned about the existence of vampires once I climbed high enough as a government official. It's not that big of a mystery as long as you have the right connections, you know. It's shocking that your species, some centuries old I might note, was sitting on a gold mine, but had no clue how to adapt it to the modern world. It took me 5 minutes talking with the Countess to put 2 and 2 together. By producing Cabernet, she managed to make enough coin to run her estate, but she completely missed out on a bigger opportunity.
And what exactly is that opportunity?
The old crone drained using archaic techniques. Hermana's sales only offering space for a few. But you and I, Lisa, we know that we live in a burgeoning age of industry, of endless production possibilities. Moreover, she only made Cabernet from those of noble birth, foolishly thinking their blood was purer. But you and I, Lisa, we know of the equality of man, that deeds determine true worth.
当然，你到底想说什么？你到底想说什么？
My operation quadrupled turnover by draining lawbreakers, the slothful, illegal foreigners. It uses the parasites of the earth to lift up society. Everybody wins, Lisa. You, me, the good townspeople, the deserving citizens of our country.
这太残忍了，点点，太残忍
You're
了。
out of your mind. This is barbaric.
My system solves 2 problems at once. It disposes of those who seek to keep us in ruin, and it provides significant income to benefit the people. Unfortunately, the Countess managed to find out about my enterprise and threatened blackmail if I didn't cut her in. I didn't mean to bring it up, but if a certain someone didn't steal my private correspondence, I would have made a much better deal. All the profits would have gone into the town's budget, and our fellow citizens would be better off. But like they say, water under the bridge. A good politician knows how to work within limitations. In any case, Miss Morozova, I do apologize. I take it that you managed to find me all the way down here for a reason. How may I be of service?
我是来解救我弟的，我是来解救我弟，我是来解救这一切。这个
I came to free my brother. He was arrested on the day of the rally. All he wanted was to help his country. He doesn't deserve to be a part of this nightmare.
It's clear that you and I don't see eye to eye on everything. Then again, you need to hear different perspectives to run a town, don't you? And I do owe you for your help with the documents, even if unintentional. Your brother should be released effective immediately. That is my gift to you. It goes without saying, of course, but no one can know about what happens down here. The system is not for everyone to comprehend. Some just have to reap the benefits of the machine without knowing how it works. So, what do you say?
我接受，拒绝啊。
Even if it's for the sake of the greater good, I just can't be a part of this. What's going on here has to stop.
Lisa, you're breaking my heart. Well, I'm truly sorry we couldn't make a deal. Before you go, I've always loved that old counting rhyme. Do you know it? How does it go again? Crescent came out of the fog, took a knife out of his pocket. I will cut and I will hit. Either way, you will be it.
恶搞偷袭，没品。
What happened?
Ah, you're up.
Where are all my things?
Mayor Skortsov ordered to lock you up, I'm afraid. All your property has been confiscated.
That bastard.
You're the first vampire I've guarded, you know? Fascinating stuff.
What an honor.
新目标越狱。
It's full of fresh blood. This would last me a while, only I can't bear to drink it, knowing where it comes from. My coffin. He must have ordered it to be brought here so that I don't fry in the morning. How long does he intend to keep me here?
By the sound of it, you're in for the long haul. Nothing personal, miss. Just doing my job.
跟他尬聊好了，看能不能套这些讯息。验货结果形态。怎么回事？
Dragomir.
In a cage yet again. Have you learned no lessons?
我以为你已经消失了，像是你怎么会在这？
I thought I wouldn't get to see you again.
It takes more than a little jape to vanquish a presence like mine. You betrayed my trust once before. I do not hold it against you. While I rested, I hoped you would find your own path. Nonetheless, looking at your soul once more, I recognize that all this time I was wrong about you. I once gave you a chance when you were trapped, but instead of a fearsome beast, you became a mewling kitten.
那不是真的，我喜欢猫。
If only you listened to me, you could have become the maker of history, the master of rulers, the forger of destinies. Instead, you will stay here forever, imprisoned by a mortal fool. Let this be a lesson to you. So much potential wasted.
所以你只是来训话的吗？
Hello.
我见过你，你叫什么？我见过你。
We've met before, haven't we?
Couldn't say. I meet a lot of people in my line of work.
You used to guard the way to Savelli's office.
I think I remember you. You were with that lady with the scar, weren't you?
Yes, exactly. My name's Lisa.
Luca.
So,
你怎么知道这份工作？你觉得这份工作怎么样？跟他尬聊啊？
so they've put you all the way down here now.
I've been promoted.
Right. Promoted. Of course. How did you end up working here, if you don't mind me asking?
I've been working at Town Hall for decades. Seen my share of mayors pass through.
And how does Savelli compare to the rest of them?
Well, at least he doesn't drink, doesn't steal. That's a first, I'll tell you. The town seems to flourish.
True, but what about all this? Hundreds of innocent people abducted and tortured.
Our people need a firm hand, you know? Besides, they say the people down here... No offense.
None taken.
你觉得这份工作怎么样？
So, how do you feel about the work?
I could do without the blood, if I'm... And the people's screams... I don't even want to think about that.
Then why do you keep doing it?
One day, I was notified that I was promoted. I was pleased. Could use an extra coin or two. They didn't tell me much. Just ordered me to go down the stairs.
And then what happened?
When I saw all this for the first time, I was horrified, of course. But once they bring you here, there's no way back. If I tell anyone what happens in this place, they'll just drag me back down. Only, I'll be on the other side of the bars. I've got a family that depends on me. I can't abandon them. I'm afraid this is my life now.
I have to get out of here, and I think Luca might be able to help. If I can just make him trust me a little more, perhaps I can enchant him. Of course, there are always other ways. Say, Luca?
你刚说这种话，用口哨催促小曲，更多选项。说服卢卡，说服他。
Listen, Luca. You aren't such a bad person, are you? You have compassion for other people, for your family. I know you understand that what goes on down here is not right. These people are not expendable. Criminals are not, they're human beings. They can't be treated like this.
But what can I do? If I tell anybody, they'll kill me and everyone I care about.
That's why you can leave it to me. Just let me out of here and I promise I will shut this horror factory down. You and your loved ones will be safe.
All right, this may be worth the risk. But I can't just let you walk out. They'll kill me.
Why don't you tell them I enchanted you and forced you into submission?
You can do that? Maybe you lot should be behind bars. All right.
Just lay down as if you fainted for 10 minutes or so. Then you can alert everyone.
Agreed. Good luck.
好了，赶快把科里亚放出来。
I don't have much time before they start looking for me. I need to get out of here and tell everyone what's going on. But first, I need to check on Kolya.
哦，他变得跟我一样哎。
Thank goodness you're all right.
Lisa, look at me. Is this normal? Am I dying?
我看不到你的脸。
Depends on how technical you want to be. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Luca! What the hell happened here?
They're already here.
How do we get out of here? We'll never get past the guards.
I don't have the time to teach him how to turn invisible. Have you read Ostrovsky's Thunderstorm?
What?
Watch me and do the same.
I can't believe I'm flying.
Let's get out of here quickly. We need to...
You! Where do you think you're going?
哦，赶快飞！格里亚死去哪了？
It's her!
哦，他在我后面。好了，不管了。
Severely warned that she can turn invisible. Look out!
好了，我们出来了。
We made it out, Kolya. I can't believe it.
外面有声音耶，怎么回事？
Wait. What is going on out?
Our people have been enduring this tyranny for centuries. Ruler after ruler after ruler. The story is always the same. Oppression, poverty, unlawful imprisonment for true heroes, like my friend Gosha, who was apprehended last night with no notice or reason. And what does the ruling class get? Palaces, gold and power. Don't trust the honeyed speeches of the new officials. This is the same fairy tale we've been told, but it's all lies. And this is exactly why we can't trust the rotten government to execute our rights. It is time for a better future. It is time for everyone to unite. It is time to burn this place to kingdom come.
Wait!
What the hell?
There are people locked up down there. We need to save them.
Don't listen to her. When the tyranny stops today, the power goes to us, the people. No regrets. What? Why didn't it explode? Gosha, you bitch. You deactivated it, didn't you?
Get the terrorists now! Don't let him get away!
Did she say there are people still inside?
Quick, we need to help them!
Hurry up, everyone!
1999年12月30日。
Hello? Ah, and a happy New Year's Eve to you too.
跨年夜，要不点？
Of course. I'll pass it on. What? No, that won't do at all. You promised to come visit for the holidays. Don't you remember what we talked about 100 years or so back? You need to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you won't be able to help your patients. That's better. Please send my love to Marina. Speak soon. That man would work himself into the grave if he could. So glad he found himself such a nice partner. She makes him take a break once in a while. No more work tonight. I need to take my mind off it. What's on TV?
新目标，打开电视。哦天哪，我钱超多嘞！为什么我钱那么多？跨年夜，新年一般是许多东欧国家以免费试探或者其中之一。在某些文化中，庆祝新年的方式与西方国家庆祝圣诞节类似，不过会去除其中的宗教元素。人们通常会在跨年夜把礼物放在树下，与家人朋友一同相聚。可是我家怎么跨年夜没那样过啊？然后我记得这就是最后的部分，所以我们就直接拉。可是这是时光会长。格拉莎。
I think I took good care of her over the years. I still maintain that till this day, it is the most beautiful doll the world has ever seen. Not counting Matilda, of course.
拜托，这根本可以拿去当古董了。我看一下，叫我开电视，但我想要先走一点。
Home sweet home. Over a century has passed, and I still can't get used to being this well off.
Hello, mommy.
My dear pumpkin. I simply can't imagine my life without you. We made the right call turning you into a vampire cat, didn't we? An appraiser friend of mine recently looked at this painting. Turns out, over the decades, it appreciated in value and is now worth a small fortune. Don't think I'll ever sell it, though. Means too much to me. I heard vampires get quite attached to their possessions as they get older. Guess I'm not immune to that. All of Anastasia's lessons weren't in vain. I'm glad I stuck with it. With a little practice, even the least gifted student would become decent in 100 years. I may have not taken it much further than that, but I'm proud to say that many a guest has been entertained with this particular instrument. I don't usually care much for awards, but this one feels special. It's the highest honor given by the Medical Academy for groundbreaking contributions to hematology. All that blood research the doctor and I used to do really paid off. Took decades to conduct, but luckily, I had no shortage of time. Had to use an alias, of course. Can't keep my real name on the records. Otherwise, over the decades, people would catch on. Especially now with the internet real. Anyway, the name may be fake, but the lives we helped save were very real.
开电视还有什么要碰吗？好像没有。对，没有。
Well, Oksana, only a few hours left till we get to celebrate the much-anticipated year 2000.
The new year is flying fast towards us, and what better present for the nation than the first annual address of the newly elected President Chernov?
Absolutely. It's been a tumultuous year for our country with the tragic, sudden passing of the former head of state. Luckily, Anatoly Chernov promptly took matters into his own hands, first as acting president and now as president-elect after the results of the official emergency referendum.
That's right, Maxim. President Chernov has already demonstrated his firm and efficient governing style. In his short time in office, he's issued orders to reinforce the defensive military budget. and has also introduced a zero-tolerance policy towards illegal immigration.
Finally, our people will have the much-desired stability back into their lives.
Can't wait to hear what he has to say at midnight.
Me too. Say, Oksana, what are you going to wish for when the clock strikes 12?
Well...
Fools.
现在呢，我们要去哪里？
I think your carriage has arrived, milady.
哎，不是，他怎么还活着？谢谢你，我知道。
Right. Thank you.
You know you don't have to do this, right?
I do.
Come on, dear. Let me come with you. Or even better, why don't you stay and celebrate here with me? We'll crack open some of that cabernet Arben sent us. Have a little fun. I even got some probiotic pills, so we can have some Olivier salad.
That sounds just lovely, honey, but I can't. I'm sorry. I have to do this on my own, and I have to do it now. I don't know why, but I feel that tomorrow won't be the same.
I understand. Call me if you need anything, all right? And please be careful. There are all kinds of folks there at this time.
Seriously? Are you worried for me or for them?
Being a vampire doesn't protect you from gunshots, you know.
All right. I'll be careful. I promise. I should go down there before the car leaves.
See you next year, my dear.
Love you.
Getting close now.
So, here I am again. Good to be back. It's hard to believe the last time I set foot here was around a century ago. Vampires generally aren't allowed to stay in the same place for more than 20 years. Otherwise, people start asking questions. Small towns have surprisingly long memories, but you can usually come back once it makes sense for you to pass as your own offspring. Nowadays, they call permission to stay a vampire visa. Higher society granted me one for this town decades ago, but I just hadn't been ready until now.
看一下吸血鬼签证。吸血鬼生活在隐隐之中，尽可能隐藏自己，不被人去察觉也一样。因此，上流社会引入吸血鬼社会，吸血鬼可以在某个地点安全停留，就会引起过多怀疑。上流社会要求那些在人类之间做出重大贡献、过了一定生意的吸血鬼生涯，并遵守家和也规矩，以免被人类霸凌的后代伤害。
I'm not sure why, but I feel like I owe my old friends a visit in this new millennium, even if it is at a cemetery.
Here we are. That will be 200 coins.
I thought I asked you to stop by the field.
Sorry, lady. No dice. Too much snow.
支付卷款，支付给小费，涨价消失。好啦，给你小费。
Fair enough. There you go. And here is something from Grandfather Frost on top.
Seriously? Thank you, really.
Sure thing. Happy New Year's Eve.
You too. If you don't mind me asking, why did you choose to come here? This place is, well, it's a bit of a hole. No offense.
None taken. Trust me, honestly, I'm not so sure myself. I used to live here. I guess I just wanted to walk down memory lane.
Well, good luck. And hey, if you need a ride back, just call this number.
Thank you.
探索镇。
This monument was built to commemorate the brave men and women who saved dozens of lives and prevented further disaster during the town hall tragedy. That night indeed became an important one in the town's history. Due to Yvonne's bomb being defused, the rescue operation was swift and simple, and those who weren't already dead or dying. I wish the sign mentioned Gosha by name. She was the true hero in all this. Without her, just like it says there, the outcome could have been a disaster for the ages, since so many of the horrors beneath Town Hall were vampire-related. Shortly after the rescue operation, the Higher Society sent a hypnotist crew, a well-trained, powerful group of vampires. Of course, there wasn't any enchantment strong enough to completely remove those memories. However, they did manage to alter them enough to convince the humans that what they saw was all standard prison torture practices. Horrible and illegal, yes, but nothing beyond the depthless depravity of mortal beings. The corpse chamber and draining floor, no more than a gruesome dream that faded with the sunrise.
好多角色，从你开始。
The Countess, predictably, kept adjusting with the times and growing her fortune. After the cabernet producing facility at the town hall was destroyed, she took a loss and had to pivot. However, when the doctor terminated their contract, she never ended up finding a decent replacement. It didn't take her too long to bounce back, though. More partners came forward soon enough, and eventually other business opportunities presented themselves. Some say the Countess is now running one of the biggest mafia networks in the country. It's only rumor, of course, but in all honesty, I would certainly not put something like that past her.
Oh, funny.
The infamous Savely Skortsov, the purportedly non-corrupt mayor of town, ended up being a ruthless sociopath. The fact that Gosha defused Yvonne's bomb meant two things for him. One, that the building didn't crumble on top of his own head after the explosion, meaning that he survived the night. And two, that when I took the townsfolk to help free the prisoners, he was taken by surprise and captured. As one would imagine, given Savely's deeds, he spent the rest of his life behind bars. Perhaps his greatest legacy is that he became somewhat of a folklore figure. Mothers in this area often frighten their children by telling them that bloody Savely will snatch them up if they don't behave. In contrast, the next mayor the town elected remained in his position for nearly a decade and was entirely inconsequential. During that whole time, he arguably did less to improve the town than Savely did in a few months. But then again, he didn't organize brutal murders beneath town property. Well, at least that we know of. Victoria still works for the Countess. Say what you want about her, but she's a loyal one. It clearly didn't go unnoticed by Countess Orlova, and, albeit unofficially, Victoria is widely considered to be her number two. They say she leads the departments that are heavy on the dirty work. Rumors, of course, but rings true, doesn't it? No one knows for sure what happened to Elisa. Some say she finally got fed up with her small-town life and moved to a bigger city. Others claim that one of her Russian roulette games went awry. But no one can say exactly where that peculiar woman went. I, of course, had my suspicions. Her obsession with Sunrise left me worried, so I mentioned it to those close to her. All agreed that she wouldn't want anyone else to know, and that's why the likely story of Elisa's demise spread no further. Her secret bar, of course, had to shut down without her, but it remained her legacy in certain circles for a long while. People remembered it fondly after its closure and told stories of legendary nights spent. The tales grew with embellishments until no one knew what was true, like any good story eventually does. There were vampires who attempted to recreate Elisa's success by building their own such establishments, but no one was able to quite capture her same type of magic. Maybe at least in your next life, you will see all the sunrises your heart desires.
我突然想到我现在可以飞吗？我可以用飞的，我可以飞。
After our conversation about his future, to my surprise, Dr. Volkov took my advice and ended his partnership with the Countess. It took some time and a lot of effort, but he was able to overcome his blood addiction and soon enough resumed his usual work with the patients. Dr. Volkov and I still work together, only now I get to be the one in charge. He's head of medicine at my clinic. The change in power dynamics never seemed to bother him. He always cared about the medicine above any kind of politics. He still, of course, has a tendency to overwork, but luckily, his lovely spouse Marina never lets him dive off the deep end. He may not have achieved his dream of revolutionizing Cabernet, but who knows if it was ever even possible. In this way, the doctor and so many people around him, including his patients, are happy and healthy.
冲啊！这个好大哦。
To many people's surprise, Anastasia and Evgeny managed to fix their marital problems. After the miraculous outcome of the duel, Evgeny got himself together and quit drinking once and for all. Seems that the key to their happiness was in mixing up the traditional roles. I enjoyed many a dinner with the two of them and their adorable children, and I must say, Evgeny was a much better cook than Anastasia ever was. Furthermore, they managed to find true artistic harmony, using their combined talents to create something beautiful. Not even a year after the events of that fateful summer, they finished an opera with Anastasia's music and Evgeny's lyrics. It was a great triumph, and nowadays, rightfully considered a classic. They both enjoyed many individual successes in poetry and music, and lived in the same place their whole lives. Anastasia told me that after having children, the house never seemed empty to her again. She did, however, insist on redecorating it entirely. Of course, with the exception of the garden, which... Not long after our chat on the roof, Anastasia finally managed to finish her cello piece. The Girl in the Wine Dress, she called it. I think I know who might have served as inspiration. The song was a breakout success, but it was only the beginning. Soon enough, she was one of the most renowned composers in the country. Anastasia lived a long and fulfilling life, and on top of all that, she never forgot her students. With her newly earned fortune, she rebuilt her music school, which is now one of the most prestigious establishments in Eastern Europe. It's also famous for its funding program for low-income students, allowing thousands of talented musicians to find their calling. To this day, her work is still studied and played all around the world, inspiring people decades after her passing. To many people's surprise, Anastasia and Evgeny managed to fix their marital problems. After the I enjoyed not it was they both and Anastasia she did. Kirill, it's been a while since I thought about you. For as long as I stayed in town, nothing really seemed to change in his life. All the same tricks and schemes. And after that, needless to say, we didn't keep in touch. Call me naive, but I always felt there was more to him than met the eye. Perhaps I would have learned more if I got to know him better, but of course it's a little late for that now.
冲啊！我要真停在屋顶上。
While I still lived in town, Arbin stayed here for as long as her vampiric visa allowed. We had our fair share of adventures together, and to this day remain close friends. When she finally left, for a while she tried to maintain her establishment from afar. But alas, literary salons went out of fashion, and eventually they built a regular housing project in its place. Arbin overcame her internal struggles about siring and ended up taking several fledglings under her wing. Unsurprisingly, each and every one of them is well and thriving. She often credits me for that, but really, she's always cared for the newly turned, just like the moment I first met her. Arbin eventually moved abroad, but still sends me a case of delicious red every year.
乱飞时间中啊，这边是不是哪？哦，这杂货店。
Do you know, the store is still here.
好啊。
If you're looking for champagne, vodka, or flowers, don't bother. They're all out.
Is that right?
Well, why else do you think I'm still open? All the demand, no other supply. That's good business.
Happy New Year's Eve.
不买鲜花。
The bouquet over there, please.
Cutting it a bit late with the presents, aren't you? You'd better hurry home, or you'll miss the president's speech.
算了吧，那不适合我。有问你吗？这个。
Thanks, but I don't think I'll be watching this year. Not my cup of tea.
What? Why not? Don't you care about your own country? See, that's the problem with your generation. You hold nothing sacred.
Oh, really? And what generation do you think that is?
Generation of spoiled brats. You've seen nothing, done nothing, and fought for nothing. You have all the freedom in the world, but no, you just complain and demand more. Show some respect and be grateful for once.
Are you finished? Listen, I'm not who you think I am, but I don't expect you to understand that. Mark my words. I've seen this happen to our country time and time again. At this point, I feel it in my bones, like how some with arthritis can feel rain coming.
What are you babbling about, girl?
Every time there was hope, a person like that man came to crush it. No one has found a way to break the cycle yet, so, of course, I've come to not expect much. All I'm asking is, think and care about your fellow man. Then, make your own choices.
How much have you had to drink?
Enough for a lifetime, trust me. Happy upcoming New Year. It's moments like these that I regret making fun of the hussar for smoking.
Hello.
Are you all right, dear? Hope you don't mind me asking. You look out of sorts.
Yes I am. Thank you.
Do you have a place to go tonight? It's New Year's Eve after all. No.
Thank you. I do have some old friends I'm visiting.
Oh, that's lovely. Just lovely. You know, I overheard what you were saying back there.
太过火了吗？是阿英的经典。这个
Did I get carried away?
Goodness, no. I would have said the exact same thing. I was just like you when I was younger. Didn't let anyone walk over me.
I'm not as young as I look.
Let's talk again in 50 years, dear. See who's right about this.
Sounds good.
That Chernov, though, he's trouble, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just as we managed to turn this rusty ship around, they're pulling the wheel again. Still, all this time, I never lost hope. Not once. And you shouldn't either, dear.
Thank you. I think I needed to hear that today. You know, you remind me of an old friend of mine.
Friends, of course. Sorry for keeping you, dear. Your friends are probably wondering where you are.
Don't worry. They're quite a patient bunch nowadays.
你需要帮助吗？到底这个
Do you need any help carrying your bag?
Oh, no, bless you, dear. I live just around the corner.
Really? In the old apartment building?
That's the one. My great-aunt used to own it before the revolution, and I inherited it. I'm very lucky. It's apartment number 1. Stop by for a cup of tea sometime if you feel lonely. Have a wonderful year, dear.
Thank you. And you. Well, what do you know?
哦，所以她是那个老太太的后代耶。酷，这边可以，这边可以降落吗？突然好奇。也可以。
On the surface, nothing seemed to change all that much in Stefan's life. At least for a while. Same old cards, drinks, and revelry. And, of course, intrigue seemed to follow him everywhere he went. But in reality, everything turned upside down once we freed him from Count Orlov's magic contract. He actually ended up sending his resignation to the Countess via postcard from the Bahamas. Apparently, Elisa was there to witness her fit of rage, and according to her, it was a sight to behold. As much as I would have loved to see it myself, mostly I'm just happy for Stefan. He seemed like a whole new person ever since. I'm also looking forward to meeting his significant other. After all he's been through, for him to have another chance at love, something tells me he might have finally found his new happy eternity.
冲啊！我看一下，打理墓园对吗？
Locked. Can't blame them, really. I guess I'll just have to do it like in the good old days.
对，飞进去。你探索完毕了吗？对。哦，这一位是杰米亚。
To my relief, Demian was among the many lucky survivors who were rescued from the town hall dungeons. Perhaps even luckier, Demian never ended up on the lower levels of Savelli's underground prison. That left him relatively unscarred, and soon enough he seemed to be back to his old playful self. One thing did seem to change, though. After the events of that night, I certainly noticed him working in the fields much more often. It's hard to find a silver lining to what transpired, but I suppose scaring Demian into a working man may have been one of them.
这个没有。好，我看一下这里呢。哦，这里有。
Gosha proved herself a true hero by disarming the bomb prior to the attack on Town Hall. Many assumed that after Ivan, their golden-throated leader, went to prison, the local revolutionary cause would fall apart. But, yet again, brave Gosha came to the rescue. She assembled what was left of the group and pivoted towards peaceful change. Ultimately, she turned it into a legitimate political party that existed for decades after her eventual passing. During the years she led the movement, she helped steer the country away from many a tragedy, although, of course, plenty couldn't be avoided.
真的吗？哦，有一个。哦，对，这一位。
After I told Roman the truth about myself, he immediately volunteered to become a vampire himself. He was beside himself with excitement to learn that so many of his beloved stories were true, and he wanted to be a part of that world as well. After all, his dream was to travel and learn about folklore and culture, and an eternity to do just that seemed perfect. I accompanied him on his expeditions a few times, but I couldn't travel as much due to my medical duties, so he often journeyed on his own. He managed to connect with all kinds of people and hear the legends of their homes and ancestors. It wasn't just for his pleasure either. He published several tomes on world folklore, which were translated to dozens of languages. He loved the people around him, and he shared that love in his favorite way, through his books and stories.
难怪他还活着。哦，这一位是哦。
I'm happy to report that Petya is still alive and well. He is, of course, still bound to Matilda's body, but at this point, I think even if someone offered him a different form, he'd turn it down. He may have never made it as a great salesman, But, in a way, the fact that he no longer interacted with customers in his new body only did him good. Petya opened a small doll boutique, and, it turns out, when someone else was selling his dolls, people absolutely loved them. He never took it personally, though. Petya was just happy that the dolls found good homes. Of course, to open a business, he needed a human for the paperwork, and I decided to help him out. So, for quite some time, I was the face of an honest-to-goodness doll-making company. Human or vampire, that's something I never imagined happening in a million years. But life is just full of surprises.
下一个是谁？冲啊！哦，你是马路西亚，拍谁卖了你的
The
小
funds
星
I
星？
provided helped Marusa pursue the path of education that she so longed for, without her needing to worry about her family. Of course, with all her talent and natural stubbornness, she had no trouble whatsoever getting accepted to the best university in the country. Marusa never forgot her community, and upon graduation, she came back to the village and helped make it prosper. Neither her family nor anyone else she cared for wanted for money and bread once she turned things around. Although I always considered the money I gave Marusa a gift, she insisted on paying me back every single coin. But she didn't stop there either. Inspired by Anastasia's kindness and commitment to her craft, Marusa opened her own school to help children from low-income families. She arranged special stipends for the most promising students, and, with her help, many of the peasant youth from across the country managed to receive higher education. In her later years, the school grew and branched out to different campuses across the country. I knew she was a special one from the start. I couldn't have been more right.
是因为是这个你讲这个 ，Hello。
Trofim ended up working for the Countess for the rest of his life. He didn't drink much ever since our first encounter, and lived well into old age. Was it a happy life? Who's to say? Perhaps it's not just drinking that makes one miserable.
Oh, 老太太。
I only knew Faina for a short time, but somehow the memory of her has never faded. She meant a lot to me. She still does. I took care of your flowers as best I could, for as long as they lasted. Rest in peace, dear Faina. I didn't know exactly what to expect when I told Gosha about the bomb, but she sure came through that fateful night. As I learned later, Yvonne devised a backup plan in case the bomb didn't end up being delivered. But what he didn't plan was on his right-hand woman deactivating the explosive before handing it over to him. When the townsfolk saw what happened and understood the scale of the tragedy that was barely avoided, Yvonne was swiftly thrown into jail. I didn't hear whether he was ever pardoned, but I do know for certain that he never returned to politics.
还有吗？还有一个是
Oleg and I never became close, but at least till I left town, he kept running the shop and seemed to be doing fine. Although I'm sure he would have preferred to keep his hand. I always felt a sense of gratitude in him for sparing him. In retrospect, I think I'm glad I didn't end up taking a life for an old grudge, albeit a very heavy one. I wonder if the Rusalka is still out there somewhere.
啊，我想的是最后一个。这些坟墓是谁的啊？对，准备好继续前进。对，
I did what I came for. I suppose it's time to go home. Oh! Huh. Strange. Snakes usually brumate over the winter. Their metabolism slows down, they stop eating, and hide out underground till it's warmer. Nobody must have come here for ages. I bet I scared it out of its hiding spot. Slithering back to the shadows. How the mighty have fallen. Oof. The church sure has seen better days. What does the sign say?
请勿入内，因为有蛇出没，该建筑被视为危险区，现已废弃。计划于今年春季开始拆除该建筑，并在原址上建造公共游泳池。
Condemned? Wait a minute. So, it's not technically a church anymore, and I don't need an invitation. Does that mean I can enter it? Wow. It's been over a century since I've been inside a church. I'd forgotten how it looks, what it smells like. I never quite made up my mind how I felt about religion before I was turned, and then it didn't feel like I could anymore. But somehow it just feels good to be.
哦，天哪！
Oh, damn it. The Morozov family. Minus me, of course. I remember how, even before I was allowed to touch matches, in church, Mother would let me light candles for people we knew. I loved doing it, partly because of the excitement of the dangerous forbidden flame, but it was also more than that. Although I never knew if there was someone or something listening on the other side. It felt important. Why don't I light some candles now? I may not get another chance. There. It's not easy being an older sister, but being a younger brother must have also had its challenges. Kolya adjusted surprisingly well, all things considered, and he somehow managed to keep his humanity. He tried not to show it, but back when I told him what I saw on the lower floors of the underground prison, I could tell he was truly shaken. I always felt strange about that bribe, but I feel that in some way, it helped to save his sanity. For decades now, he's been working with organizations helping the poor and those with addiction. I'm proud of you. This one is for you, dear brother. People tend to only say good things about the dead, but we all knew Father was far from perfect. Slowly but surely, drinking turned him from a kind and loving person into a monster. And I know more than most what it means to be one. But some fairy tales do have a happy ending. He managed to quit drinking soon after that fateful summer. I couldn't have been more proud of him. I might be giving us too much credit, but I feel like Kolya and I might have had something to do with it. Mom stuck with him through the rough months. Uncle Mitko helped out with money before they got back on their feet, and from what I gathered, they both ended up rather happy. So glad I managed to get this new picture of them. Of course, according to higher society laws, we're never supposed to get in touch with family, but Kolya and I bent the rules just a little. We got into some trouble, of course, but that's a whole other story. Rest in peace, dear mother and father. Funny thing, for over a century I've lived so many lives. Different names, cities, friends, and enemies. I've seen more people live and die than one can count, or care to remember. But even after all this time, I still think about my family. I could have done things differently, and every day I have to live with my choices and my mistakes. Some of them are heavy and bury themselves deep in my gut. From what I hear, every vampire receives a keepsake like that. Maybe that's the true payment for eternal life. Or maybe it's a part of any life, really. I don't know if they ever fully go away. If I'm honest, I don't think so. But they remind me to do things differently, to be better. And when I do, sometimes I feel human again. Last candle left. I think I know what I'll light it for. I've seen people in this country go through so much suffering. Wars, revolutions, tyranny, famine. So much has happened, and yet so little has changed. Some people say this country is cursed, hopeless. I don't know if I believe that. I've seen fates crushed by a short sentence. I've seen lives saved by a simple embrace. No matter what they say, a person's choice can make a difference. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll all make enough of the good ones. And for now, there is hope. Demons may be hereditary, but we are in charge of them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
好哦，我自己是蛮喜欢这款游戏的，我自己私底下玩了超级无敌多遍，所以我们今天的实况真的很长，我到现在我都不知道录多久了。好了，各位，这一款我应该是不会2周目的啦，虽然我自己私底下不知道几周目了。哇哦，好长哦！其实这些英文我看不太懂，但我喜欢这音乐，还有这个标志。好了，我们今天的实况就到这边，大家再见了，拜拜。